Dear students, good morning to all. I am Anthony D. I hope that you are all safe at your home. I gave you an assignment in the last class. I hope everyone will do it. Linguistic errors in the previous class could not be corrected because the class that was shoot did not have the required editing. Then be careful not to repeat it. All children can call me and clear up any doubts they may have regarding my class. Let's continue our second chapter after watching an experimental video.
വൈദ്യുതവാഹിയായ കോയിലിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലം. അതാര്യമായ ഒരു പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് ഷീറ്റിൽ 2 സുഷിരങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കി അതിൽ കൂടി ഒരു ചെമ്പ് കമ്പി കടത്തി വൃത്താകൃതിയിൽ ക്രമീകരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. ഈ കോയിലിന്റെ സ്വതന്ത്ര അഗ്രങ്ങൾ ഒരു ബാറ്ററി, അമ്മീറ്റർ, റിയോസ്റ്റാറ്റ്, സ്വിച്ച് എന്നിവയുമായി ബന്ധിപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫാണ്. ഇതാ കുറച്ച് ഇരുമ്പ് പൊടി നാം വിതറുന്നു. സ്വിച്ച് ഓൺ ആക്കിയ ശേഷം പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് ബോർഡിൽ ചെറുതായി തട്ടിക്കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇരുമ്പ് പൊടിയുടെ വിന്യാസം എപ്രകാരമെന്ന് കാണുന്നില്ലേ? കോയിലിൽ കൂടി വൈദ്യുതി കടത്തിവിട്ടപ്പോൾ അതിനു ചുറ്റും കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലം ഉണ്ടായതല്ലേ ഈ വിന്യാസത്തിന് കാരണം? കോയിലിനോടടുത്ത പ്രദേശങ്ങളെക്കാൾ കട്ടി കുറവല്ലേ ദൂരഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ? അതായത് കോയിലിൽ നിന്ന് അകലും തോറും കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലം ദുർബലമാകുന്നു. കാന്തബലരേഖകളിൽ അസ്ത്രചിഹ്നം മുഖേന കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലത്തിന്റെ ദിശ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നതും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചുവല്ലോ.
Examine whether the direction of magnetic field lines around 2 arms of the conductors are in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. How can we identify the direction of the magnetic field around the conductor when a current flows through it? For this, we have applied a rule which names right hand thumb rule of James Clerk Maxwell. What does this rule explain? Imagine you are holding a current carrying conductor with the right hand in such a way that the thumb points in the direction of the current. The direction in which the other fingers encircle the conductor gives the direction of the magnetic field. Here, using a magnetic compass, draw the direction of magnetic field around a point when current passes through the conductor. Examine whether the direction of magnetic field lines around the point are in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction by observing the north pole of the magnetic compass. Hold the portion of the conductor near the point using the right hand as shown in figure in such a way that thumb is in the direction of current. Here, current flow from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal, and in this arm of conductor current is in the upward direction. Compare the direction of the fingers of the right hand encircling the conductor and magnetic field lines. Here, which is in the anti-clockwise direction. Listen here. The thumb of right hand is placed in the direction of current and other fingers of right hand indicate the direction of magnetic field. I once again repeat. The thumb of right hand placed in the direction of current and the other fingers indicate the direction of magnetic field. If so, let's say when the current flow in an upward direction through the conductor, the direction of magnetic field around the conductor is anti-clockwise. Then, if the current flow to the downward direction, the direction of the magnetic field will be clockwise. To the examination, it can be given the direction of current and find the direction of magnetic field or vice versa. In this case, we have to find the answer using this rule. Name of right hand thumb rule has changed here as we apply this rule in another context. Here, this rule is known as right hand screw rule. We nail the screw on a vertical surface and a horizontal surface. It doesn't matter which surface is used, but the direction in which the screw is turned with the screwdriver and the direction in which the screw comes in or out. Here, the direction of rotation of the screw should be considered as the direction of the magnetic field and the direction in which the screw goes inward or outward is the direction of the current. Another important point is that we must always use the right hand to turn the screw. Here, we use the screwdriver to nail the screw in this direction. Look at the cursor in this direction, and here the magnetic field will be in this direction, that is clockwise direction. As the screw goes inward, the direction of the current will be in this direction or inward. Next, we turn the screw in this direction, opposite to the previous one, and here the magnetic field will be in this direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. As the screw goes outward, so the direction of the current will be in this direction or outward direction. Let us now see what the rule is Right hand thumb rule is also known as right hand screw rule. If your right hand screw is rotated in such a way that its tip advances along the direction of the current in the conductor, then the direction of the rotation of the screw gives the direction of the magnetic field around the conductor. What will be the direction of magnetic field in the case of circular coil? Here, the current is in the anti-clockwise direction, which starts from positive terminal of the battery. Look at the cursor. It starts from here and it will reach into the negative terminal of the battery. Now the direction of current is in the anti-clockwise direction. How will be the magnetic field lines appear when the coil is viewed in such a way that the current is in the anti-clockwise direction? Whether it is into the coil or out from the coil. Attention here. We have to answer here from the center of the coil. If so, what is the answer here? Yes, the answer is out from the coil. Here again, when we change the direction of current, if you change the polarity of the battery, now when the current is in the clockwise direction, look at the cursor, current is in the clockwise direction. The direction of the magnetic field will be just opposite to this, into the coil or into the center of the coil. I summarize here. When the electric current passes in the clockwise direction, the magnetic field lines appear to move away from us into the coil through the central part of the coil. But if the electric current passes in the anti-clockwise direction, the magnetic field lines appear to move out towards us from the coil through its center. In our first class, I have explained to you about the factors affecting the strength of an electromagnet. There are three factors. First one, to increase the number of turns of the coil. Second one, to increase the intensity of current flow through the coil. Third one, to increase the surface area of iron core placed inside the coil. You have learned this in your lower classes. Here, we are going to study the experiments of increasing the magnetic field through each of these methods. Let's watch an experimental video for how the number of turns of the coiled conductor and the intensity of the current affect the magnetic field.
കോയിലിൽ കൂടിയുള്ള കറന്റ് വർദ്ധിപ്പിച്ചപ്പോൾ അതിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലത്തിന്റെ ശക്തി കൂടുന്നു. അതിനാലാണ് വലയങ്ങളിൽ ഇരുമ്പ് പൊടിയുടെ കനം കൂടിയത്. കറന്റിൽ മാറ്റം വരുത്താതെ കോയിലുകളുടെ എണ്ണം കൂടിയപ്പോൾ കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലത്തിന്റെ തീവ്രത വർദ്ധിക്കുന്നു. അതിനാലല്ലേ ബലരേഖകളുടെ എണ്ണവും ഇരുമ്പ് പൊടി വലയങ്ങളുടെ കനവും കൂടിയത്. ഇത്തവണ സർക്യൂട്ട് സ്വിച്ച് ഓൺ ആക്കിയപ്പോൾ ത്രിമാന തലത്തിൽ എല്ലാ കാന്തസൂചികളും വിഭ്രംശിക്കുന്നത് കണ്ടുവല്ലോ. അതായത് വൈദ്യുതവാഹിയായ കോയിലിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള കാന്തിക മണ്ഡലം ത്രിമാന തലത്തിലാണ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ?
I will explain this experiment with the help of a picture. Keep a current carrying circular conductor vertically in north-south direction. The magnetic field produced as a result will be in the east-west direction. Draw a perpendicular bisector to the line joining the points A and B. This line passes through the center of coil. Move the compass along this line in both directions away from the center. When the magnetic effect of the coil vanishes, the magnetic needle will come to rest in the north-south direction. This is because there is no magnetic field in the direction of current. From here, as we move the compass in an east-west direction, the magnetic needle on the compass deflects. The compass needle doesn't deflect when it is at a certain distance from the center. Here we consider the point at E. What could be the reason? Yes, the strength of the magnetic field developed by the current passing through this coil is not present at this point. Now, if we increase the number of turns of the coil here, then the compass at this point will have deflection. What can we learn from this? The strength of the magnetic field increases as the number of turns of the coil increases. One more thing to note here is that in both these cases, the current passing through the coil is same. We are repeating the experiment again. The current is passed through a coil and placed in a compass at the point E. Then deflection does not occur in the compass as before. Next, we increase the amount of current that we transmit through the coil. Then the compass have a deflection. What could be the reason? Yes, the strength of the magnetic field increases as the quantity of current passing through the coil increases. From this, we can understand the strength of the magnetic field increases when the number of turns of the coil or current is increased. Dear students, we are going to discuss about the last topic of this class, solenoid. A solenoid is an insulated wire wound in the shape of a helix. Take an insulated copper wire of length not less than 1 meter and make a solenoid. Such coiled conductors are used to make use of the magnetic effect of electricity. It will act as a magnet when current from a cell is passed through it after inserting a soft iron core. What is this device known as? Yes, electromagnet. With the help of a magnetic compass, check the speciality of magnetism at either ends of the solenoid. In addition, with the help of a compass, we can identify the poles of an electromagnet so that the poles of a solenoid are similar to the poles of a bar magnet. Here, if we change the direction of the electric current and examine the poles of the solenoid with a compass, we can see that the poles we saw earlier have shifted towards each other at the apex. From this, we can see that the poles of an electromagnet depends on the direction of the electric current passing through its coil. Similarly, with the help of a compass, we can see the difference in the strength of magnetic field formed when an iron core with a different surface area is placed inside the solenoid. Here, we need to understand that as when the surface area of the iron core inside the solenoid increases, the strength of magnetic field also increases. Hold a current carrying solenoid with one end facing you. Note the direction of current at that end. If it clockwise or anti-clockwise. We have already learned that the poles change when the direction of the current changes. If so, what is the relationship between the direction of current and the polarity? Look here. The direction of the current here, if it is clockwise, like this, if it is clockwise direction, then the pole will be south pole, and If it is in the anti-clockwise direction, then the pole will be north pole. Here, the end of the solenoid at which current flows in the clockwise direction will be the south pole, and the end at which current flows in the anti-clockwise direction will be the north pole. Dear students, based on these activities, I will give you 2 questions. First one, tabulate the factors affecting the strength of magnetic field of a solenoid carrying current. Second one, write the difference between the bar magnet and solenoid based on permanency of the magnetism, polarity, and the strength of magnetism. Thank you.